Hey guys, how are you? And if you are new to my channel, then welcome. My name is KCV, you guys should know. And today's video is going to be another declutter video. I will be getting rid of some of my primers, my face powders, and setting sprays. I combined them all into one video, so this might be decently long. And if it is, I apologize. But go ahead and grab a snack, maybe some popcorn, grab a drink, and just sit back and relax and enjoy the video. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Like I did with my previous video, I'm going to separate these into groups. That way it makes it easier to see everything. So I pretty much split it into two groups. This is all of my squeezy tube primers, and then I have all of my pumping primers on the side, and I'll go through that in a little bit. This is a lot of primers for one person to have. I'm always trying out different stuff, trying to find the perfect primer for my face. This right here is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer, Dark Spot Correcting. I saw this at Walmart and I was like, you know what, I want to try this out, but no, it doesn't do anything for my dark spots. I actually don't even think it does anything for my makeup. I don't know. It doesn't work for me, and I have combination skin, so I'm going to pass this along to someone who can use it because this is pretty new. I've only bought this probably within the last 5 months, so I'm going to pass this along. This right here is new to me. This is the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer from First Aid Beauty. I am still using this. I love the heck out of it so far. It smells amazing, and I just bought it, so I'm gonna keep this. This right here is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in the Correcting Primer shade, the redness correcting. I love this. I think it works pretty well, but I'm not going to rebuy this, and this has expired. It has a 12-month shelf life, so I'm going to go ahead and toss this. By the way, I did use most of this. This is a $20 primer, so I was not about to waste it, but I did use a good amount. So this Cover FX Illuminating Primer Base has a 24-month shelf life. I just got this in a Sephora play, so I'm gonna keep it. I keep mentioning shelf lives. Most of the primers have a good range of shelf life before it expires, and that means like after opening, and a lot of them have the jars on the back and it tells you. So that's how I'm going to base this, whether I'm going to toss it or pass it on to someone else. I have another Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is in the Smoothing Primer. I love this. I've only used it in small samples, so this is a brand new sample I just got, and I will buy a full size once I run out of this. Then I have my Holy Grail NYX Angel Veil Primer. I bought this within the last year. It says it has a 6-month shelf life though, and I'm so sad for that because I'm pretty sure I bought this more than 6 months ago. I don't mess with makeup products when it comes to my face. My face breaks out for every little thing. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this just because I'm pretty sure it has expired, but I will be buying a new one of this because I do love this. It's a Holy Grail. I used a very good amount of it. It doesn't look like I did. There's like air in here, but I did use a good amount of it, so I will be buying this again. I have this Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, mattifying and pore minimizing. I like it. I don't know if I love it, but I do like it. I'm gonna keep it because I haven't played around with it too much. I bought this about a year ago, probably less than a year ago. It has a 12-month shelf life, so I'm gonna try and get some more use out of this before it expires. This is definitely old. It has a 24-month shelf life. I'm pretty sure I passed that. I haven't bought anything from MAC in the longest, so besides the MAC Fix Plus, so I lied. I haven't bought a primer from MAC in years. It's been years, so this definitely expired. I like it. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Refine Zone Treatment. I got this because of Casey Holmes when she used to rave about this. If you have oily skin, this works. It like mattifies your T-zone. I like it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it anymore because my skin completely changed from when I had this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it. This is a primer that was sent to me. This is the Pure Correcting Primer, Illuminate and Glow. I haven't really played around with it too much. I just got it sent to me within the last few months, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it so I can play around with it more. Then we have this from Amazing Cosmetics. This was also sent to me. It's a line smoother and primer for under eyes. At least I'm pretty sure this is for under eyes. This is for under the eyes, around the mouth, and between the brows, wherever you have like fine lines that you want to cover up. This is supposed to help. I don't use this too much, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along to someone else who will use it, because this is just not my cup of tea. Then we have these two primers that I just bought from MimiBox.com, and these are the It's Skin Babyface One Step Base Primers. I have lavender pink and green. Lavender pink is my favorite right now. It's like, it's perfect. It's such a perfect brightening primer. If you want like a super bright primer that's going to brighten your complexion, this is for you. It does sort of leave a white cast underneath the makeup, but it doesn't show through the makeup, so that's what I really love, and it really does brighten all my dull areas, so I'm keeping this. This green one, I haven't really played around with too much, but I think I'm going to pass it along just because I just wasn't a fan of this one. The green doesn't really correct any of my redness at all. To be honest, I feel like this just blends in like a moisturizer, so I'll go ahead and pass this along. Then I have this Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio Blur and Illuminating Primer. I bought this recently, pretty recently, so I'm pretty sure this is still good. It says it expires in June of 2017, so I still have time to use this, and I will keep it. This is the travel size of the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refining Primer. I love this. It does mattify your skin, and it also minimizes fine lines and wrinkles, and just minimizes your pores and all that. So I'm gonna keep this. It's a good size. I don't think I need a huge one of this because this is kind of pricey, but this sample size works for me. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash Base. Like, I think this is like a primer. It's something you're supposed to be able to use under foundation, in mixed with your foundation, and over top your foundation. So I'm going to give this a shot. I just got this. It's like a deluxe size sample, so I'll see how it works. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer for Convo Skin. I like this. It does work pretty well for me, but I feel like it's more of a moisturizer and it doesn't really do much for my T-zone. And as far as the length of my makeup, it doesn't really make my makeup last that long, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along to someone this might help. This has a 12-month shelf life, so it still has a few months left in it since I opened it, so I'll go ahead and pass it along. So now we're moving on to all of the rest of my primers. These are all the ones that came in like a glass or pumping bottle. This right here is the YSL Touch Eclat Blur Primer. It has like gold flecks in it. I just got this with a Sephora order. It's a deluxe size sample, and it has a 24-month shelf life, so I'm gonna keep this. I have another Hard Candy Sheer Envy primer. This is the Pore Defense Primer Serum. This does nothing for my pores. It does help my makeup last longer, but it does nothing for my pores at all. It's oil-free, silicone-free, and alcohol-free, and this is also fairly new, so I'll go ahead and pass this along. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I'm gonna keep this because I have not used this yet, and this just came to me in an influencer box, so I haven't even tried it yet. I haven't used it. It's brand new, so I'm keeping it. I have one of my favorite primers. This is the L'Oreal Paris Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primers. It's beautiful. I don't know when it expires, but I just got it when I did my L'Oreal One Brand tutorial, so it's been less than a year, so I'm gonna keep it. I have this Pony Effect Radiance Glow Hydrating Starter. This is like sort of a primer, but sort of not. It just really illuminates your face when you apply it. It's like a nice moisturizer. I like it so far. I'm gonna keep it because I just got it, so I definitely want to play around with it more. Then we have this Nivea for Men's Sensitive Skin Post Shave Balm. I don't know when this expires. I just got it last year. It's been less than a year, I know for sure. So I'm gonna keep this just because I do like the way that it makes my makeup last, but I don't find that this does anything for pores, obviously, so I use this in combination with something else. I just really love the way it smells. Next, I have this Imani Perfect 10 Primer Serum. I just bought this thanks to Kathleen Lights, and I don't know how I feel about it. It separates inside the bottle. It makes it look very odd. I have to like mix it somehow. I haven't even played around with this too much. I think I've applied it maybe twice so far, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it, so I have to play around with this more. Lastly, I have this primer from Bodyography. I bought a while back. It's probably been way too long with my IPSY points, so I don't know. I don't think I like this. I didn't like the consistency. It reminds me of the Smashbox primers that I don't like, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss this because I'm pretty sure this expired. It's been at least 2 years since I got this with my points, so I'm gonna toss this. Okay, so I feel like I didn't do as well with my primers, but most of these primers I did get pretty recently, like within the last year. So I already knew going into this that I wasn't gonna get rid of a whole lot of primers, but I think I did a good job. These are the ones that I'm keeping. These are the ones that are going to go to friends and family members. I have about 5 here, so that's a pretty good mix that are gonna go to friends and family. And then I just have 4 primers that have expired on me that I will be tossing. I'm so sad about this one because I love this, but I definitely have to buy another one. So I think I did a pretty good job with this declutter so far. Now I'm gonna go through all of my makeup setting sprays. These are all the ones that I own, so this should go by pretty fast. I have my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I literally only have a little bit left of this, so I'm gonna keep this. I love the heck out of this. I have to rebuy it. I have 2 of the NYX setting sprays. This is the matte finish and the dewy finish. These are only good for 6 months and these have expired, so I do need to toss these. I have this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus setting spray. I don't know when this expires. I don't see an expiration date. I just bought it last year. I think it's been just under a year. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it and see if I can find something online saying whether this expires or not. I don't have a whole lot left because I did use a lot of it, but I'll keep it for now. I have this Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I just got a sample of this in my Sephora Play, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Then I have 3 of the Scandinavia setting sprays. One of them is older than the other, so this one I bought, man, I think I'm coming up on the expiration date. They're good for 24 months. At least this one is good for 24 months. They all are, actually. This I bought myself, and I'm pretty sure this expired. This is my favorite one out of all of them. It's 2 years old because I did buy this for a wedding, and it's been about 2 years since I did that wedding makeup, so I'm gonna have to toss this, unfortunately. That hurts. I still have a good amount in there because you don't need a whole lot, and I didn't use it a whole lot. But then I have these 2. These are the Scandinavia, I don't even know if I mentioned, this is all by Scandinavia, by the way. This is the Bridal Setting Spray. This one is the Oil Control Finishing Spray, and I have the Oil Control Priming Spray. I just got this year. It was sent to me, so these are still good, and I will be keeping these. I do love them. So like I said, that was pretty fast because I don't have a whole lot of sprays. These are the ones that I'm keeping. I have to check the expiration of this one, but I think that's a good amount of sprays to keep on hand, especially since I'm running out of this one. And then these are the sprays that I will be tossing because they expired, and these barely have anything left in them anyways, so these gotta go. Okay, so now we are moving on to all of my setting powders. I have a lot of face powders and setting powders to go through, so I will make this as quick as possible. So I'll go ahead and break these into loose powders and then pressed powders. So here are all of the pressed powders that I own. Let's start with this. This, obviously, I should just toss it, to be honest. I think I'm gonna toss it and put it in my empties because I struggle to get the powder out of here. I love this. This is the NYX HD Finishing Powder. One of my favorites. This is in Banana, perfect for under the eyes. I have this Oil Control Pressed Powder from Ofra. This is translucent. I think I'm gonna pass this along to someone because I have not used it. I got it in a BOXYCHARM and it just sits there because I have so many other powders that I use. So I'll go ahead and pass this along since it's fairly new. Powders do expire, but I feel like they're easier to disinfect and sanitize because you can also spray them with some alcohol and stuff. So I tend to keep these longer than most, and a lot of these last for a good like 3 years. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I just bought this year when I did my one brand tutorial. I like it. This one's colored. I have it in the shade 200 Natural Beige, so I'm gonna keep it. Then I have this NYC Smooth Skin Face Press Powder. This lasts for about 30 months. I'm pretty sure I haven't had this for that long because this is my second one. I already went through quite a few and I hit pan on this one. So I'll go ahead and keep it. This is one of my favorite drugstore powders because it's definitely finely milled, and this thing's like $3. I have this LA Colors face powder. This is garbage. I'm going to toss this because this just does not work. It's horrible. It's a horrible powder. I don't like it for setting the face. I do have another one of these in a darker shade that I use as a bronzer, but I think I'm gonna pass that along as well. I got this from Dollar Tree, so this cost me $1, and I bought it for the Dollar Tree makeup challenge. I don't like it. I don't like it. Then I have this 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup foundation from Pure. This was sent to me. This looks gross. This looks so gross. But I use this all the time to set my makeup. If I want some extra coverage, I will set the outskirts of my makeup, like the outer portions of my makeup with this, and I stick with translucent powder for the under eyes. This, I think I'm going to sanitize and pass along because I don't use this anymore. This is the NYC BB Radiance Skin Smoother. It has like a color to it, but there's not much color variety. I think there's only 2 different shades that they have. This one is in Naturally Beige. I do like it. It is pretty, but I just don't use it that often. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. Then I have my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I think I'm going to pass this along as well. I just don't feel myself reaching for this. I still have a good amount in here, which is just a lot, and I just don't think I like the texture of this one. It's not as finely milled as I would like it, and this is pretty new. I bought it within the last year, so I'll go ahead and disinfect this and pass it along. Now we're moving on to all of my loose powders. I'll start with this because this is just a sample of the RCMA No Color Powder. I still have to buy the full size. This is something that a friend gave to me, so I'll go ahead and keep this because that has become a holy grail. I have my son's like talking in the background. He's like, hurry up, mom. Okay, so this is the Laura Mercier setting powder, the universal one. It's a sample. I just got this not that long ago, so I'll go ahead and keep that. I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along because I don't use it. I just got it in an IPSY bag. And this is the Clarisea Sea Salt Solutions Mattifying Healing Dust for the face. I don't know. It's all natural. It's good for 18 months. It's cruelty free. I don't have like the desire to use this, so I'll go ahead and pass this along. I have my e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. I love this stuff. I use it all the time, so I'll go ahead and keep that. I'm going to pass this one along. This is the Cougar Mineral Face and Body Shimmer in Diamond Kiss. I don't have a use for this. It's weird. It's a weird color. It's like yellow, and then it has a little bit of shimmer, but not enough shimmer to be considered a highlight. I don't know. It is very, very nice. It gives like a nice satin finish. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I guess it's a highlight. I have no idea. I'm just gonna pass this along because I don't know what to do with that. I have this NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. I'm going to pass this along as well. I got this way after my other one, and I just don't reach for this as much. It's such a bulky packaging. It just throws me off, and then it's so messy. So I'll go ahead and pass this to someone else who can use it. Then I have this Maybelline Master Fix by Face Studio Loose Setting Powder. I like this a lot better than the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, so I'll go ahead and keep this. Then I have my Babyface Pore Powder from It's Skin. I love this. It's super finely milled, and I just got this within the last year. It's good for 18 months, so I'll keep that. Lastly, I have this Banana Setting Powder from Bella Pierre. I just got this in a BOXYCHARM not too long ago. This powder is just too, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's way too yellowy orange. I don't know if this will work for me, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. Okay, so I did very well for my powders, I think. I did very well. These are the ones that I am keeping, which is still a good amount, but I mean, that's a big difference in my face powders, and I definitely need to get some full sizes in here as well, so I think that's good. These are the ones that I'm going to be passing along to other people and to family members and friends. I think I did very well. They are going to be very happy with what they are getting. And then these are the two that I will be tossing, this because I finished, and this one because I just don't feel like anyone will like this. I don't know, it's a bad powder. I don't like it. So that was it for this declutter video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up if you love Declutter Series videos, because I love them. I will have my whole declutter playlist linked down below so you can see what else I got rid of in my collection. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias if you have not followed me already. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.